Have you ever watched a train wreck happen in slow motion and realized you simply cannot look away? That is exactly what we are witnessing right now on Beyond the Gates. If you thought the tornado that ripped through Fairmont Crest was destructive, you have not seen anything yet. The real storm is brewing in the shadows of the criminal underworld, and it is threatening to tear apart long-standing friendships, destroy families, and leave a trail of absolute devastation in its wake. We need to talk about the escalating war over the plasma ring, the true identity of the Impaler, and a secret backdoor casino meeting that is about to change the entire trajectory of this storyline. To truly understand the gravity of what is happening, we have to look at the psychological state of Jacob Hawthorne. Jacob is a man completely consumed by grief, trauma, and a burning desire for vengeance. Ever since his best friend, Derek Baldwin, took a bullet meant for him in that dark warehouse, Jacob has been operating on pure, unfiltered adrenaline and survivor's guilt. He is going rogue. He is ignoring direct orders from his superiors. He is completely obsessed with taking down the leader of the plasma ring, a mysterious figure known only as the Impaler. But what Jacob does not know, and what makes this entire situation so incredibly volatile, is that the Impaler is none other than Heather Armstrong, the ruthless sister of casino owner Joey Armstrong. This brings us to Police Chief Elon Hawthorne. Elon is caught in the most agonizing position imaginable. On one hand, he is the top cop in the city, sworn to uphold the law and dismantle criminal enterprises. On the other hand, he is a terrified father watching his son spiral into a dark abyss of PTSD and reckless behavior. Elon actually supports the hunt for the Impaler's true identity. He wants this plasma ring dismantled just as much as Jacob does, if not more, so his son can finally find peace. But Elon is also a seasoned veteran of the force. He knows that Jacob's current approach is sloppy, dangerous, and likely to get him killed. So, what does a desperate father and a frustrated police chief do when official channels fail? He goes off the books. Let us set the scene. The neon lights of the casino are flashing brightly out front, but Elon Hawthorne is not walking through the main entrance like a high roller looking for a game of blackjack. No. He is slipping through the back door, stepping into the shadows of Joey Armstrong's underground empire. This is not a friendly visit. Elon wants information, and he knows that if anyone has their ear to the ground in the Fairmont Crest underworld, it is Joey. Going to Joey is not necessarily a bad idea in theory. After all, Joey operates in the gray areas of the law, and Elon hopes to leverage their long-standing dynamic to get a lead on the plasma ring. However, Elon has no idea just how deep Joey's connections to this mess really go. Joey Armstrong is currently a man drowning in his own secrets. He feels the immense, crushing pressure weighing down on him as Jacob gets closer and closer to the truth about Heather. Joey has spent years trying to distance himself from the ruthless legacy of his father. He has built a legitimate life, he has opened a community clinic, and most importantly, he has found love with Vanessa McBride. Vanessa has made it abundantly clear that she cannot bear to lose another man to violence or prison. Joey is terrified of losing her, but he is equally terrified of what will happen if the police capture his sister. Blood is blood, and Joey is instinctively moving to protect Heather, even after he explicitly rejected her offer to partner in her international crime syndicate. When Elon steps into Joey's office, the tension in the room is thick enough to cut with a knife. Joey knows he has to play this perfectly. He has to steer the police chief away from the truth without looking like he is hiding something. So Joey attempts to play the puppet master. He decides to offer Elon a piece of friendly advice. Joey likely tells Elon that the plasma ring is far too dangerous, that the people running it do not play by the rules, and that Elon needs to pull Jacob off the case immediately for his own safety. Joey frames this as a warning from a concerned friend, hoping to manipulate Elon's paternal instincts to get Jacob to back down. It is a calculated move designed to protect Heather while keeping Joey's own hands completely clean. But Joey makes one massive, fatal miscalculation. He underestimates the razor-sharp instincts of Police Chief Elon Hawthorne. Elon might be a worried father, but he is a cop first and foremost. He has spent decades reading criminals, dissecting lies, and sensing when a suspect is running interference. As Joey delivers his carefully constructed advice, Elon's instincts flare up like a siren. He looks at Joey and sees the subtle signs of panic, the sweat on his brow, the slight hesitation in his voice, the desperation masking itself as concern. Elon realizes in real time that Joey is not just giving advice, Joey is actively trying to throw the police off the scent. This is where the conversation detonates. The dynamic shifts instantly from two men having a quiet chat to a full-blown, fiery interrogation. Elon does not hold back. He looks Joey dead in the eye and outright accuses him of being connected to the Impaler. You can almost feel the heat radiating from the screen as Elon demands to know if Joey is playing him. Elon is a man who demands respect, and the realization that a man he trusted might be covering up a criminal enterprise that resulted in the death of a local hero pushes him over the edge. Elon does not mince words. He tells Joey, in no uncertain terms, that if he is interfering with this investigation, if he is hiding the identity of the Impaler, he will face the full wrath of the law. Elon threatens to throw Joey in a jail cell himself if he is obstructing justice. Obstructing justice. Those are heavy, dangerous words coming from the chief of police. Elon draws a hard line in the sand, making it crystal clear that he will not tolerate being manipulated, especially when his son's life is on the line. He warns Joey that their history will not save him if he is found to be complicit in this criminal underworld. This explosive confrontation is a monumental turning point for Beyond the Gates. The rift between Elon and Joey is not just a temporary argument. It is a fundamental shattering of their relationship. The trust is completely gone. Joey is now backed into an impossible corner. He cannot tell Elon the truth without sending his own sister to prison and destroying his relationship with Vanessa. But by lying, he has just made himself the primary target of the chief of police. Joey thought he could control the narrative, but his attempt to play both sides has spectacularly blown up in his face. But the tragedy of this shattered friendship extends far beyond Elon and Joey. The real collateral damage here is Jacob. While Elon is distracted by his suspicions about Joey, and while Joey is desperately trying to cover his tracks, Jacob is left completely isolated. Jacob is a lone wolf right now, blinded by his trauma and his desperate need to avenge Derek. He is pushing forward without backup, without a clear strategy, and without the protection of his father's department. And waiting for him in the shadows is Heather Armstrong. We cannot forget how incredibly ruthless Heather is. She is the mastermind behind a global illegal plasma ring. She does not care who gets hurt in the pursuit of her empire. If she senses that Jacob is getting too close to uncovering her operation, she will not hesitate to eliminate him. Heather has already proven that she is willing to let people die to protect her business. She is currently setting a deadly trap, waiting for Jacob to walk blindly into her crosshairs. This creates an agonizing dilemma for Elon. By confronting Joey and pushing him away, Elon may have inadvertently cut off his only source of inside information. If Jacob walks into Heather's trap, Elon will be flying blind. Will Elon's strict adherence to the law prevent him from saving his son? Or will he be forced to cross the line to become the very thing he despises in order to pull Jacob out of the fire? And what about Joey? When the moment of truth arrives and Heather prepares to take Jacob out, will Joey stand by and watch a police officer get murdered to protect his sister? Or will he finally step up, betray his blood, and save Vanessa's respect by doing the right thing? Here is the ultimate twist insight that we need to consider. What if Joey's clumsy attempt at giving advice was actually a subconscious cry for help? Joey knows Heather is a monster. He knows he cannot stop her on his own. By tipping his hand to Elon, by acting just suspicious enough to trigger Elon's cop instincts, is it possible that Joey secretly wants the police to take Heather down? Joey cannot pull the trigger himself. She is his sister. But if he leads Elon right to her, he can rid his town of the Impaler without getting his own hands dirty. It is a brilliant, twisted, psychological game of chess, and Joey might be playing it better than anyone realizes. As the walls close in on the casino, the police station, and the criminal underworld, the stakes have never been higher. A father is fighting to save his son's soul. A brother is fighting to protect his sister's freedom. And a grieving cop is walking straight into the jaws of death. The tension is palpable, The writing is sharp, and the performances are guaranteed to be Emmy-worthy. Who will survive the fallout of this backdoor meeting, and who will be left paying the ultimate price? We will be watching every single second to find out